And now for another example of an improper integral. Suppose we have the integral from 1 to infinity of 1 over square root of x. Now, clearly the infinity is a bad point. It's not a real number. You can only approach infinity. You can't actually work with infinity. But what is the domain of this function? Everything except, well, 0 or negative numbers. We don't have 0 or any negative numbers in our interval, so the infinity is the only bad point. So what do? We replace infinity with t, so we go integral from 1 to t, 1, we'll do this one again, x to the negative 1/2 dx, and we approach t infinity. We have t approach infinity. You can only go to infinity from the left, so you don't have to worry about that. Some people try to skip this step. Some people don't actually want to bother to write out the limit. 9 out of 10 of those people end up making a mistake because they're going too fast. So if you have any issues with occasionally making stupid mistakes, write this out. And we have the limit as t goes to infinity of, what was it? This was 2 square root of x, because it's x to the 1/2 divided by 1/2, which is times 2, evaluated from 1 to t. So this is the limit. Yes, it is good for your soul to write limit as t goes to infinity several times in a row. 2 square root of t minus 2 square root of 1. Well, 2 square root of 1 is just negative 2, but as t goes to infinity, square root of t goes to infinity, 2 times infinity goes to infinity. So we're looking at like infinity minus 2. This goes to infinity. And thus, we say that the integral from 1 to infinity of 1 over square root of x dx diverges. Some people might say that the area under this curve, whatever it is, from 1 to infinity, that's an infinite area. There are some dangerous things that when you talk about the word infinity. So we're not really going to say it's an infinite area. We're going to say that the area doesn't make sense. We're going to say that this integral is not a number, is not a finite number. It's going to infinity. We say that the integral diverges.